Do you think our HR practices have kept up with integrators and separators? Because in a way,
no, and not at all. And that's another a beautiful general truism that we can always look at when we look at changes is regulation follows innovation. Whenever you have any type of innovation, people working from home at scale, this just happens. And there is a Wild West phase where people just kind of sort it out. Some people immediately found some sort of great loophole how to not do any work at all. Other people found a loophole how they can work all the time and really burn out. So all of this is happening at the same time. Eventually, regulation will catch up. We've seen this in France, where you're not allowed to write emails after a certain time, and you have to work computers have to be switched off, and all these type of things is, they will come eventually, those regulations.
Yeah.
that wouldn't work for an integrator, though, would it?
No, and that's the weird thing, So when you have one blanket rule over something, as for a big company, they have integrators, they have separators. How do you set a policy that actually suits people? And one of those issues would be just around trust. Is to say, I completely trust my workforce to do the work, and then to have smart systems in place that kind of somehow measure output. Lots of jobs are very hard to measure output. For example, in my job, I give presentations for a living. I write columns for a living. I write reports for a living. There are certain measurable outputs that could be looked at. But lots of my job is just scrolling through data, playing with data, reading random stuff, calling people about something. How the hell would I measure this aspect of my work? I can't.
It's a bit like what I do. Same deal, just having conversations with agents, just getting the pulse of the market, just getting an understanding of what's going on by those seemingly random conversations.
Exactly. And if you had a boss looking over you, a mistrusting boss, that'd be very hard to actually, convince
justify
them that you are doing useful stuff.
And I think a lot of people in those sort of those cultures that the boss hasn't been able to innovate themselves and get better with their staff working remote, right? Those cultures would be pretty discontented, right? And those staff members are going to hate working from home because they're getting micromanaged into the next level, right? And why weren't you logged on at 8 a.m. and all this sort of stuff? And so, I think it's the companies that thrive in this work from home environment and aren't thinking about this are really going to struggle, right, to keep talent because they're going to shift to the next company.